Hi guys, it's Abel, and this is what's on my Mac. When you first log into my Mac, you'll see my background. This is a scroll picture I took years ago, and you can tell it's not a very good picture, but I edited it, like when I was first getting into photo and stuff, and you can tell right here I messed up on the back. And it drives me nuts, but I've had it as my background screen for so long, I just kept it that way. And it's kind of like my theme screen anymore, like I can't get rid of it. On my main desktop, I have my hard drive, then I have documents, and I have music video. That's where I keep all my different videos and stuff. Then this right here is my the video right now that I'm recording because I'm using some software called OBS to record my screen. All right, so let's take it from the top. First of all, I have Finder, which you can't remove from your dock, I don't think, and that's just your folders and stuff. I have Photoshop Elements Editor. That's what I use to make all my thumbnails. I use it for my photo art and stuff like that, like my pictures and stuff. This is Songbook. Songbook is an application that allows you to sort chord charts and transpose them and stuff. We use it for our church on our tablet, and I edit all the songs on here on my Mac. Okay, then I use Google Chrome as my main browser. I used to use Safari, but Safari doesn't support everything, especially not like YouTube and stuff. Then I use Spotify. I don't have a subscription yet because I can't afford it, but I listen to Spotify, the free version, and I always have to listen to ads. But that's my main way of listening to music. Okay, below that is my most expensive piece of software. It's Studio One. It's my music making software. I'll open it and show you real quick. Most people use Pro Tools or Logic and stuff. I just have the artist version, but I'm probably going to upgrade to something else. But here's a beat I made when I started using the software. I don't know if you guys can hear this. I don't think you can, but yeah, it's pretty intuitive. The thing is, when I first used the software, there's a free version, Prime, you can get from their website. And if you don't have the software you're currently using for music editing, I highly suggest checking it out at Studio One. I think I'll leave a link down below. But I downloaded the free version. It wasn't called Prime at the time because I used Studio One 2. I'm going to upgrade to Studio One 3 pretty soon here though. And it just made sense to me. So about the way I think. Well, I've tried a lot of other free trials versions, but it tended to be Studio One works with me. Just the way I think. That's my main software, and I use it for all my music making applications. Below that, I have system preferences, and then I have iMovie is what I use to edit my videos right now. I think I'm going to upgrade it to Adobe's Premiere Elements pretty soon here because I like the fill, but I can't afford a subscription to Premiere because the whole subscription thing in the end of a year, it's going to cost me like $300, which I could buy Final Cut for that price. So I don't really want to go with the subscription. But right now I use iMovie. I like it much better than the previous version of iMovie. A lot of people liked the old version better. But when I finally got a new computer, I like the way that iMovie works a lot better. This version, you have more color correction options and stuff that you didn't really have in the previous version. Then below that, I have audio MIDI setup. That allows you to change what audio device you're using and stuff. And because I use an audio interface externally, as well as using the mics and stuff when I'm not plugged into my audio interface, I often need to switch back and forth and make sure it's using the right one. So right now I have everything selected for my audio interface. Below that is Pro Tools First. It's a free version of Pro Tools. It's kind of like what I was saying, Studio One Prime. It allows you to check out Pro Tools for free. I have it downloaded, but I really haven't got a chance to check it out. I don't know. Studio One just makes more sense to me, but I still have it there in case I ever want to use it. Then below that, it's OBS. This is the software I'm using to record my screen right now. It's like a broadcasting software. You can also use it for live streaming and stuff. Now we're going to my app drawer. First of all, in the top corner, I have Siri. They recently added Siri to Mac in the latest update. I have iTunes. I don't really use iTunes. I have QuickTime Player, which you can also use to record your screen, but I just like the way that OBS does it a little better. Safari, the App Store. I often use the App Store actually to download different apps. I have quite a few apps I've bought from the App Store, like Sketchbook. Then I have Messages, Skype, which I don't use either of those very much. Dropbox, Photos. Lander's a free mastering software thing. I think you have to pay for the actual full version, but it allows you to like master your tracks from your desktop. Downloaded it, thought I'd try it out, never got a chance to use it. Copy Clip's another app I downloaded from the App Store. It allows you to have multiple different things selected at a time. I copy and paste all my passwords and stuff because I'm too lazy to type them out, so I won't show you. It like saves like 10 different copy and paste items at once. So like if you copy and paste another thing, you don't lose what you had in your clipboard memory. Next I have Guitar Effects. It's a Chrome app. It's like a guitar amp simulator. Then I have a trial of Melodyne that comes with Studio One. When you buy the artist version, you get a free 30-day trial. Story, when I first got my interface, I was using that old iMac I showed you guys in previous videos. It wouldn't run the newest version, so they gave me Studio One 3 Artist with the interface, even though it said on the box Studio One 2, but they upgraded it for free. But I was really upset about it, so I called them, and actually they have really good customer service, and they switched it over within like an hour. They had me with the previous version. They're very responsive and got back to me very quick. I have FaceTime. I haven't used that at all. I have Sketchbook. Sketchbook's like Paint for your Mac. If I need a graphic design program, I can use that. I'll show you. Yeah, I'm using the free version, such a plug. But it allows you to draw like, and you can add different layers and blend them in with each other and stuff. It's fun. I have the version for our church tablet, and I play around with that a lot. That's how I knew it existed. Okay, next I have Name Changer. This is an application. I don't remember where I got it. I think I got it somewhere on the web. You can drag multiple files and folders at a time, and you can change names of, like, say if you have a whole group of photos you want to rename at once, rather than going in and clicking on each one and changing the name of it, you can just drag them all in and change all their names at once. Then I have Android Transfer because I use an Android phone. That allows you to transfer your files from your Android phone to your computer. I have Photo Booth on there. Don't use that. Mission Control, which lets you see your apps. iLock Manager, because I have Pro Tools first, they have that. But I don't actually have an iLock. You have to have the iLock Manager thing installed in order to use Pro Tools first. Calculator, Notes, Flux. You know how they say blue lights, they keep you awake at night? Well, that changes the hue of your screen to be more orange towards the evening. Then I have McAfee. They don't normally say max need virus protection software, but it doesn't slow down my computer at all, and I feel a lot more secure having something there. Then I have Native Instruments. With Studio One Artist, there was bundled a few different native instrument plugins to use. Maybe I'll do a different video when I'm like beat designing or something, and I'll show you those. Okay, finally I have Adobe Flash Player, and then some stock apps that come with it, your computer, and then Photoshop, Elements, Organizer. I don't really use either of those, so they're on that separate page. I'm running it's a MacBook Pro 15-inch late 2011. I actually bought a 2011 because it saved me like $600 on buying a new one, and it runs pretty close in specs to a new one. Like, it doesn't have a massive graphics card and stuff, but it's a quad core Intel Core i7, and it's got 16 gigabytes of RAM, which I put in there. It came with 4, and I upgraded it to 16. The graphics card is really what's lacking, so I don't really game or anything. The only thing I really do is video edit it. I found the processor itself is far more important than the actual graphics card. The display quality isn't that good because it's not a Retina display. That's one of the other downsides to buying an older one. I only paid like $500 for it, where if I had bought a new one with similar specs, like with 16 gigs of RAM and stuff, it would have costed me more like $1,200 or something. So I got one like half price, and it still does everything I need it to do. It's much better than the iMac I had. For storage, I have a 1 terabyte SSHD, and what that is, it's like a hard drive, but it has a little bit of SSD storage on it, and it actually runs way closer to the speed of an SSD, although it's like 1/2 the price, or 1/3 the price. I paid $70 for it, where an SSD with a similar capacity would cost me more like $200. Alright guys, that's pretty much everything that's on my Mac. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did and you want to see more videos like this in the future, comment down below and let me know. I have some song videos and stuff I'm trying to work on. Sorry, I've really not been doing near as many videos as I've been wanting to do. Be sure to like, and if you are new to my channel, subscribe.